You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. What is going on, everyone? Welcome along to episode 8 of our career mode save on FIFA 19 with none other than Ajax Amsterdam. Really excited for today's episode. We have a quarter-final clash against none other than Vitesse Arnhem, and this is a big game for none other reason that they are also title challengers, as well as the fact that, of course, it is a cup quarter-final and a place in the semis is at stake. Probably a slightly shorter episode for you today, as we've just got this game. Depending on the length of the game, of course, it could go to extra time and penalties, I believe. So we'll see how that pans out. But first of all, let me show you the one result we've had since the last episode. It was against Venlo, and it was a 1-0 victory. Now, as you'll see, we left it quite late. Hakim Ziyech came up big for us, came up clutch, I suppose you could call it, in the 79th minute. But besides that, this was actually a really fun game to play. Enjoyed it so much. We had the lion's share of possession, as you can imagine, camped in their half, and we were just creating so many chances. Really fun to play. Players were just playing to the sort of levels that you expect of them. But of course, at one point I was starting to think, will we or will we not get a winner here? We could end up being 0-0. Then it will be a bad result. But thankfully, Hakim Ziyech came up big for us when we needed him most. He had a very good game, to be fair, as you would expect. Made about 4 or 5 changes for that one, with the Vitesse game in mind. Still tried to keep the team as strong as I possibly could. And you'll sort of see from the lineup that we've picked today, if I come along and show you here. This is what it looks like. A few of the players that did play, you can tell which ones did actually play the other day, because obviously they're not full stamina. So the likes of Ziyech, De Jong, De Ligt, Neres, Matsraoui, of course, all played. And as a result, they've, had an effect on their stamina. That's why I made a few changes for that game against Venlo. But the others who are, fully fit, you can see didn't play, and they're free to go. It's a shame, really. I would have liked to have given Boadu another chance. Van Drongelen you won't see today, unfortunately, because he played his debut on in the last game against Venlo. Played very well, played fine, didn't really have a lot to do, to be honest with you, but he played very well nonetheless. Bande as well, played Singraven, etc. So yeah, this is the lineup that we're going to go with today. Matteo Cassiera gets another opportunity, and of course Per Schurz as well, who seems to be our answer to getting rid of a couple of centre-backs, Blin not playing there, etc. So yeah, strong lineup. I want to win this trophy. I want to win every competition that we're in, and we're going to go all out for it. Let me show you the league table. Almost forgot before we get into the game. Need to show you the league table, and I'll tell you what, it makes a much healthier reading if we come on to it. As you see there, top of the table now. Well, I say top. We are level on goal difference, I think. Are we? No, we're not. Sorry, we've scored more. My bad. We've conceded the same amount as a final as well. The same final, all conceded 16. So, I mean, look how close it is. It's so tight, and it's all to play for towards the end of the season. We've still got, how many games? 14 games to go. So, yeah, absolutely loads to play for. Vitesse now in 4th, but before the last game, they were actually top. So, that's a big result for us. Obviously, they lost against Heerenveen, so that's what's dropped them off, whereas everyone else won. But as you can see, in my opinion, still a 5-horse race. Do not count PSV out of it. I know they're 8 points off currently, but you know what? You just can't write them off. They've remained competitive this season. Only lost 1 game. The problem is they've drew 10 games. Sorry. So that's where their issues lie. But they've conceded the least, so they are not to be underestimated. This is still a 5-horse race, in my opinion, and it is all to play for. But enough of that talk. We are on to the cup today, and these are the teams remaining in the quarterfinals currently. A couple of all big teams really in there. Heerenveen not knocked out, which is of course a bit of a surprise. We've probably got the toughest tie out of the lot, to be fair. Everyone else, you would expect it to be we'll check PSV final. But this is what the cup is for. The cup is for shocks. And, you know, no one can be underestimated. So really looking forward to it today. Hopefully it's going to be an exciting game. And with that in mind, let's begin. Away we go then. Kick off. Hopefully we can advance through to the semi-finals with a win here. Oh, it's lovely passing play. Forces a save from an eye. That's like the first real good chance of the game. Oh, they've given a foul perhaps. Not sure. Oh, he spotted that run of Ziyech. Oh, what a finish that is. Near post. Keeper isn't able to keep it clear. And finally we got a breakthrough. Our first chance of the game. It's been so hard to break Vitesse down. Half an hour in and we've only had our first opportunity. They've defended so well. But finally we work an opening. And it's all that man again, Ziyech and Neres teaming up. That 1-2 give and go, and he makes a run in. Defender can't get goal side of him. That's where he makes a mistake. And it allows him to have that space. Keeper gets a touch to it, to be fair. He might be disappointed, but nevertheless, it's a good finish from Ziyech. And 1-0 finally, we have got the opening goal. Lays it off to Neres, who will go for goal. Yeah, take a deflection. Yes, it did. Oh, they've pressed, they've committed, and they might be made to pay for that. It's a good touch, and Grunewald is there to make it 2 just before half-time. You will notice in that moment, they lose possession, and then they press after that. They must throw about 5 men towards the ball, and we do so well to play it out from the back and maintain possession. As a result, we've got all that space to exploit right there. It doesn't quite show it, only the end of it, and Cassiera drops off. Brilliant play from him, gets the ball to him, lays it off. And then Grunewald is there to receive the pass. What a finish that is, lovely touch. And it is 2-0 before half time. Really good goal. And that's half time. Good performance so far. We've been very clinical, which is something we haven't been in the past. And as you can see, we've limited them to next to nothing at all. And you know what? I'm going to make a couple of subs now, I think. We're going to bring on Dusan Tadic for Hakim Ziyech. And we'll take Neres off and bring on Vlakev Cherny. As they're both tired and we want to try and keep them as fresh as possible. Keep them in every game. Cassiera, fake shot in the box. Will go for goal. Forces a save from the keeper. And it will be a corner. We need to watch that through ball. He's found him. Matsurawi trying to keep up with him. What will he do here? Cuts back. Comfortable for Onana in the end.
Keeps the ball in his grasp. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go. And
Cassiera. Can we get it out though? We've wiggled out really well. And Vlakev Cherny could be in here. He's managed to get away and he'll go for goal. And what a finish that is. Vlakev Cherny off the bench. Wow, that could be his first goal of the season. And what a way to stake his claim for a place in the first team. He manages to break free of the fullback who's trying to keep up with him. Heavy touch there to get the ball out of his feet and give himself some space to run onto it. And what a finish. On his right foot. That is his weaker foot. It's nice goal once again, and we are playing confidently and with quality at the moment, and it's so enjoyable to play, I've got to tell you.
go for it and bring on a new player.
Oh, that we shouldn't have allowed that once again. Aerials, balls in the air, we can't deal with it, and it bounces up for him. It's Charlie Musonda on loan from Chelsea. And we need to have a look again what quite happens here. It's De Ligt actually goes to control it, and it's a terrible first touch. He just lays it right into the path, and Musonda produces some sort of scissor kick. Certainly one for the cameras. But we've got to be disappointed with that. We've been in complete control. And all of a sudden, we've just, you know, we've lost that clean sheet for no good reason, really. And, you know, that's really disappointing. There it is. He's got him running in now. It's Dusan Tadic. And he can make it 4. What a weedy shot that is. Terrible. De Jong running in now, and Cassiera split off from the centre back, and now he's in. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can. Matteo Cassiera. That might be his first goal since returning to the club on loan from Groningen. And finally, I believe it is, you know, he gets off the mark for the club this season, and that's a big one for him. He's we needed that really just to make up for that Tadic miss, because, you know, last 15 minutes or so we've dropped off a little bit, which has been disappointing to see. But we get that goal. It's a strange finish, to be fair. He puts his laces through it and it sort of bobbles, keeps the bounce sort of keeps it away from the keepers, really. And Cassiera finally getting that goal, and it is 4-1, and a good performance overall despite the last, you know, 15 minutes or so, as the ref blows up for full time. And we do have a semi-final to play now, and I'm very excited for that one. And we're going to have a look after the game who we've got. But overall, really good performance. Frankie de Jong gets man of the match, and deservedly so as well. I think he played very well. Shot accuracy 100%, all 8 shots on target. It's good to see, and half of them, you know, score as well. So it's always good to see. Again, aerial crosses though. That's what crosses and aerial balls has been our weakness once again that game. And you know, there needs to be some sort of I'm not even sure, but we've got to address that problem. And you know, we're working, that's for sure. Right, so guys, you've joined me. I've cut to this game. We're not going to play it, but I've cut to this just because I believe all the other cup games will have been played now. And I've just had a notification saying that one of our matches has been rescheduled. So I'm guessing they've now, the semi-finals are organised. So we're going to have a look who we have in the semi-finals. It is Utrecht. That is a big game indeed. Semi-finals, really looking forward to that. It's on the same week as AZ Alkmaar, so we're going to have to try and perhaps rotate the squad, you know, because there's going to be a lot of tired players after 2 days, as there is in our sort of system that we play. Let's just have a look at the standings and see what the other game is. It's Feyenoord v PSV, so it is the four teams that we expected to come out on top in the quarterfinals through to the semis. What a round of semi-finals that is. Fortunately, no shocks, but never mind. It's still going to be a big game, and we're definitely going to show that at some point. We'll have an episode in between then, no doubt. But that's certainly going to be on the list to do. In terms of the next episode, I'm not sure what we'll go for next. Perhaps a Den Haag and Zwolle double header, and then we'll skip the Fortuna day and then go AZ and Utrecht or something along those lines anyway. As you can see, there's a big push towards the end of the season. We'll have plenty of episodes to go, as we're hopefully still in the title race by then. But a long way to go yet, still plenty of games, and I hope you're all going to join me along the way for those episodes. But for now, it is time to round it off there. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. The link is in the description. And make sure that you come back for the next episode. That is always the most important thing. Thank you to everyone who has joined so far and tuned in to the episodes. Really do appreciate that. And hopefully it'll be an exciting end to the season, like it's been an exciting start. But for now, guys, it's time to round it off there. I'm Bromo18, and I'll see you soon.